So understanding your how to manage your contacts and connections within your LinkedIn network directly relates to the success you'll find and the return that you'll get off of recruiting and sourcing within LinkedIn. Let me show you two key features or two key areas that I like to keep an eye on in building my network effectively. And you can find that on the left hand side here under contacts. I'm just going to go ahead and click the first link there, connections. And what's going to happen is it's going to populate all of my connections that I'm currently connected with, and you can see there's 6,076, which is not huge, but it's not small. And the important piece is that I built my network in a way that's targeted towards my industry and targeted towards the people that I can network with to help me get to those that I need to recruit. The first piece I wanted to show you here is that one, you can show your contacts only with new connections. So you're able to learn who they're connecting with, where they're growing their networks, and then go ahead and connect with them and see if they could be a potential prospect or candidate for you in your recruitment efforts. The second way within the connections page is to leverage the advanced search options. Now it's not very advanced. If you are looking for hard and refined results, this isn't going to get it for you. But what it does allow you to do is filter by location as well as filter by industry. Now, the one key thing that I do want to mention here is that filter by location is kind of tricky. You can see here that it's Asheville, North Carolina, or Allentown, Pennsylvania, Albany, New York. Okay, you're not able to just say, I want to search all of New York, or all of Pennsylvania, or all of Georgia, or Alabama. You've got to understand how LinkedIn breaks down this region. So in Philadelphia, it's the greater Philadelphia region, or I'm sorry, greater Philadelphia area, or the Allentown, Pennsylvania area. Okay, so you've got to understand how that works to effectively break down your connections that way. So this is a little difficult this way. The second way that I really like is to go into your network statistics. Now, your network statistics does a couple of things. One, it lets you know who you're connected with, your second degree and third degree connections, and then obviously your total reach. But as you scroll down further, it lets you know more about your network, and it lets you really see deep into where your regional access lies. What are your top locations within your network, as well as your industry access? So, what are your top industries within your network? Let's just take a look at, we'll choose the first one here, Greater New York City area, and see if we can dig a little deeper into exactly what my network looks like in the greater New York City area. We see that there's 128,000 people that I could potentially reach out to within first and second degree connections. I've spent some time building that for purposes of recruiting. But let's take a look on the right hand side where we do get the typical advanced people search options as far as refinement is concerned. So I can go ahead and take away the groups and just search my first and second degree connections, and that'll give me an understanding of who I'm connected with. Now 113,000 is still a little too much. Let's just go with my first connections and take off the second degree connections, and that should drop me down to about 396 people. You can see that right here in the parentheses. So 396 first degree connections within the greater New York City area. And then you have, as I said, your typical advanced search refinement options. You can search by company or by industry, and we'll just say for the sake of the example, I'm looking for somebody within IT or information services, and that should really drop me down from 396 to just 66 potential candidates within my New York City network. So continuing down the page, you can see that you have all the other options. But let's just stop here for a second and take a look. We have 66 results that are first connections within IT in the New York City area. Now you have the option to either one, save the profile, or send them a direct message. These are all my first connections. So now I do not have to run a basic general search within LinkedIn, advanced search or basic search, and hope to connect with somebody or send them a message via email. I can now send them a direct message. So this is really a good way to narrow down specific regions and target your recruitment efforts in contacting your first degree connections.